Do not date broke guys. Do not date guys that have no money, have no job. Do not date them. Now, what is a broke guy? A broke guy is a guy with no ambition, no drive. A man with ambition and drive will always have money. Will always find a way to have money, you know. But a broke guy that expects you to give him money, that doesn't want to do anything and feels like the whole world is against him and he cannot figure it out, whatever. Do not date these guys, okay? This is all fun and games. Like, a guy doesn't have to have money when you're in your teenage years. It's all fun and games, ha ha, blah blah. But when you are a woman over 21, okay, we all know what financial stress is, and especially when your man cannot provide anything. Me personally, I am not attracted to guys that have no money. I am simply not. I'm attracted to money, I'm attracted to power, I am attracted to a man that is in his masculine energy and is willing to provide and protect. That is what I want in a man. I am truly telling you, if a man is not willing to provide for me, I would much rather date a woman. I like to take care of the woman. I will go into my masculine energy and I will take care of a woman. Why? Because honestly, they're more beautiful to look at.
As a woman, you should not be dating a broke man. A broke man is a next caller. A broke man is never going to be fun to be around. He's going to be jealous. He's going to be insecure. Sometimes he can be abusive. A man who's broke should be worrying about self-development and his hustle. Dating a man in progress and dating a broke man are two different things. Understand this, ladies. Money make men confident. And the less money a man has, the less confident he has.
Broke men do not deserve to date. If you're broke, you should not be dating. I remember I had this homeboy at the time. He's not my friend anymore. But I had this friend who was a guy. And I remember him asking me one day when we hung out. He was like, yeah, what do you think about me taking a girl that I like on a coffee date? I immediately was like, I don't think that's a good idea. So he was like, that's funny you said that because my other friend was saying that she didn't think it was a good idea too, but I don't understand y'all point. So basically his friend was telling him that a coffee date is given broke. And it is. Because if somebody asked me to go on a coffee date, I'm going to be like, what? I could take myself out to go get some Starbucks coffee. I feel like your intentions is to save money, be as cheap as possible, and at the end, you're probably still going to look for a reward. I don't think we should just take any last minute plans. I feel as though if you didn't think through it, it doesn't have to be a lot of money spent. But if you're being cheap by suggesting to take somebody on a coffee date, I'm going to automatically put you in a friend zone. And that's exactly what I told him. I said I would put you in a friend zone. I would just think we're two friends going to get coffee. There was no thoughtfulness that was put into that. It was just let's go get some coffee. This is a date. No. It definitely depends on a person, but for me, for the first date, I don't want to go get no coffee.
Here's why you shouldn't date broke guys, especially if they're in the mid-20s and above. And I know, people are going to say things like money's not everything or call me a gold digger, but it goes deeper than that. If you live in a first world country and you have access to Wi-Fi and a phone, then being broke is not just a number in your bank account, it's to do with your mindset. And ladies, whether we realize it or not, when we're attracted to a man, it's not just because of how much money he makes, it's also because we're attracted to a man who feels like he's on a mission and he's living out his life's purpose. A lot of the time when a man is broke and he's a full-grown adult, it also comes with personality traits like lack of ambition, and he's just lazy and he can't even take care of himself, so how can he take care of you? Now, if he hasn't quite made it per se, but he's proven himself to be a guy who is ambitious, he's hardworking, you can see he's living out his purpose. Maybe he's working a 9 to 5, but he's hustling hard on his side business. That's totally fine. But if a guy's 30 and he's living in his mom's basement, there's more to him than how much money he makes. It shows his character, which is that he's not really going anywhere in life. He doesn't know what he wants. He can't take care of himself. And that shows you that he's just not a good partner.
Don't date if you're broke. Especially a pretty woman. If you're asking a pretty woman out knowing you have no money, look at the audacity. Where are we going to go? Where are we actually going to go? Attractive women are naturally expensive. The hair, the nails, the lashes, the makeup, the dresses, the outfits, the shoes, the bags, naturally expensive, okay? And you need to be able to keep up. I'm not saying you have to be a millionaire, but you at least need to be able to provide for yourself, provide for her, take them out on proper dates, do stuff like that. That is important. You can't invite a pretty girl to come over to your house. Do you really think she's going to say yes? And if you do say yes and you are a pretty girl, please have some self-respect. The same also goes for women as well, though. You can't date if you're broke, because men will never respect you if you are a financial burden on them. Being beautiful obviously helps, okay, but you need to be able to financially provide for yourself. You need to fund your own life. You need to maintain your physical appearance, and that costs money. It costs money. And if you don't have that, you don't have nothing. You can't be desired and respected if you're literally a financial burden and you can't even afford to take yourself shopping. You can't be respected.
Here's why you should never give an ugly guy or a broke guy a chance, i.e. insecure guys. A part of you thinks that if you go for a really super attractive, successful guy, that he is going to have a lot of options and that he is going to cheat on you, betray you, leave you. So then your insecurity thinks that an ugly guy or a broke guy is going to be so grateful for you to even take notice. Wrong. You have to understand that most people who win the lottery go broke in 2 years. And this is the exact reason why a successful and beautiful woman should not beat the lottery for a guy who doesn't deserve you. He hasn't done anything really to earn you. At first, he'll be grateful and he'll be on good behavior, but once he has you and some time passes, he has to find a way to feed his insecurity or the feeling of not being good enough because he's constantly comparing himself to you. That's where the betrayal happens. Pick a successful man who is secure, a fair match for yourself.
I'm dating a broke guy, and it really sucks because he has the best personality, hands down. I have so much fun with him, but it's like it's gotten to the point where right now I'm not doing as financially well as I normally do. If I don't somehow make my life lead me up to making income for two, I don't think that I'm going to be able to be with this person. And it just really sucks because like I said, he has like the best personality hands down. So I'm on here to ask, what do I do?
One thing that I notice about videos like this, and the video that I did a couple of months ago where the woman said she worked 3 jobs and she couldn't even ask her man for $10, is these women say they want providers, yet they're with men that can't provide. It's different if the man is actively working to be able to provide, but some men are content with you doing everything. The fact that you as his woman are trying to figure out what kind of job you can get that will take care of 2 people, and you want a provider? Girl, he's just not it. The fact that he's so comfortable with you paying for everything, either you pay for everything or you guys do nothing together, it's gonna get old. It already has gotten old. I know you say he has a great personality, but you have to decide for yourself, is the personality so amazing that I'll pay all the bills? You said in your own video, I feel like I don't even have as much money as I used to have. Yeah, because his broke ways are starting to affect you. Because you're spending so much money treating him and taking him out. And you said you were paying for trips and stuff like that. You can't even do anything extra for yourself because all of your money is going towards the 2 of you. You also have to ask yourself this and be honest. Can I let a man lead me who can't even take care of me?